So now you have a good understanding of what the dashboard is and what it contains and how to move around and access your account, your membership. We're going to go into this account again, and I want to show you the next step, which is setting up your school year. This is a really important step because before you go looking for courses, you have to know about how many days that you can teach. We recommend that you teach one family school lesson a day. And if you were to teach one family school lesson a day in a traditional school year of 160 to 180 days, you would get more content than we're teaching here on campus than most kids are getting in public school or charter school or other settings. And that's the beauty of homeschooling, is that it is kind of the gold standard. It's super efficient. You can teach exactly what you want to teach, exactly how you want to teach it. You're teaching to 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 children at the same time. And it allows you to do a lot more with the time that you have available. So don't be worried if you're only teaching family school for an hour a day. And of course, you've got the math, you've got the language arts, any skills-oriented or skills-based kind of learning that they would be doing. A lot of families love to teach their skills learning, the math, the language arts, writing, those kinds of things in the morning. They have a break for lunch, a little recess, and they come back and do family school in the afternoon. A lot of families will swap that as well. They'll start with family school, break, and then do their leveled learning in the afternoon. But before you go looking for courses, you need to know how many days that you could potentially be teaching. And so we have a fun little application that we built into this to help you to figure out how many lesson plans you could potentially add to your schedule, which is another way of saying how many courses can you add, because each course has a certain number of lesson plans. And we're going to get to that more in the next step. But in order to do this, you go to My Account, and from My Account, you see the very first default tab that's up here is School Year. And this is the first step. You know, once you get logged in, you got your account, you understand your dashboard, you click on My Account, go to School Year Settings, and answer these 3 simple questions. You can see this little box right here, lesson count, and watch what happens as we add our settings to these three sections or 3 questions. First of all, we're going to answer this question: on which days of the week are we going to teach? Are you a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday homeschooler? Are you a every day of the week homeschooler? And you can see, if you are, how many days that you have potentially to teach. If you taught every Monday, every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of the school year, or of a year, I should say, then you're going to have 261 days. But very few people teach 5 days a week all year round. And so let's say that you are a Monday through Thursday homeschooler and you like to have the weekends off and an extra day for all the other things that you do that are important. So you have a 4-day school week. So that brings us down to 209. This next question, you're not going to see any change in this lesson count based on this. This is essentially just asking you, by the way, do you want to teach one unit by unit? So as you add courses to your teaching calendar, do you want us to put those on 1 unit at a time from each course, 1 lesson at a time from each course, or 1 course at a time? So you'll teach the entire course, then move on to the next course, or you teach a unit from each of those courses and move through it, cycling through that way, or 1 lesson from each of your courses and rotating through the entire, through all the courses that way until they're all complete. By default, I think it's unit by unit that's selected, and it's probably because most of our families do a unit by unit approach. They like to have bigger chunks, so they focus 1 week on history and another week on geography and another week on science, and that's kind of how it works out a little bit more. Not exactly, but you get the idea. The last thing you need to do that is really important is you've got to select what your breaks are, because if you're not teaching the entire year, then an important part of your school year is identifying what those breaks might be. And let's just say that Easter break is the 14th through, and you can kind of see how I do this here, and you'll come back on the 21st, we add that one. And then maybe we have a summer break. We'll start that one on the 2nd. We'll run that through Labor Day. Oops, gone too far. I think that would be our first day starting on the 3rd. We add that one. And look what's happening to this lesson count as I add my breaks. Let's go ahead and add a Thanksgiving break. I don't know exactly when Thanksgiving is next year, but I'm guessing it's right in here. So let's say we want to take off the 17th through the week and come back on and start back on the 5th. Add that one, and then we have a Christmas break as well. And so let's jump forward to December. And let's say in December, we're going to start our Christmas break on the 22nd. And we're going to run through the first of the year of 2020 and maybe start on Monday the 5th. Okay, so you see what's happened is this lesson count has dropped significantly. So we have 138 days that we can be teaching this year based on this schedule. Now you can add days, you can come back to this calendar anytime you want, and you can modify a break, you can remove a break, you can extend a break, and you can regenerate your teaching calendar, which is what we're going to show you in step 5, I believe, after we've added courses. But these are the settings that you'll set up once you're finished with your school year settings. Then just make sure you click Save Changes there. And you're ready for the next step, which is one of my favorite, and it's going and exploring the different courses within each of the subjects. It's a fun step. It's one that you want to get the whole family together, get the kids around the screen as well. And it's a really fun step as you go explore what courses we have and what you're going to be learning and teaching that school year. All right, that's it for this step.